just really pleased because this is my 100th post, and it may as well be one with Tundra walking. I've saddled her up. I'm working a lot on touching her lips, and so that is not something I currently have the ability to show you on this video, because I still don't have a videographer. But I thought we could go for a walk and just talk about friction and communication and the foundational concept that I can only control me, which, oh my goodness, with horses, all of us really struggle because they're so trainable, they're so lovely, they're so attractive to our egos, honestly. Like, they just are so powerful and beautiful and appeal to who we want to be, probably. I'm speaking for women anyway. We want to be that strong and secure and embodied. Come on, Tundra. And I just want to make sure that you're seeing me and Tundra and not just me, because she's the pretty one here, aren't ya? And we're just gonna walk around my riding arena, my outdoor riding arena, which is sadly neglected. I haven't ridden much in the last few years due to various grievous issues, and so I'm feeling quite optimistic about this summer. So friction, if you're one of the 3 people that hasn't read Atomic Habits, go and read it. It's very inspiring and very helpful and very practical, and boy oh boy, lots of concepts in there that I don't know if he made them up or borrowed them, but he put them together in a package that really helps in creating habits and stacking them and reducing the things that cause us to be afraid. And so I'm going to post the allying with fear visual that I put on an earlier post this week, because I'm trying to be very mindful of it. When I think of how I've mostly interacted with horses, mostly I've been at a 3 or a 4, actually. And I thought that was the only way to be around horses, because they are scary, like, right? I'm just going to pay attention to her because she's moving a little bit more cautiously. So this is all new and I need to pay some attention. Yeah. What I want to do is reduce friction for my mare here. Yeah. Okay, so now we're seeing the other horses, and I'm asking her to walk calmly between me and them. And there's just a lot going on here. And so in getting to the point where I could ride this horse, I'm trying to break this down and create as little friction for her as possible. So tight. And I think that's her expressing some stress. She was holding her breath a little bit. Yeah. So we'll let her have a break and just eat some of the very dry, crunchy grass. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. So she's saddled. Saddling is no big deal. If I touch her lips now, it's not as big a deal. Been working on that a lot because of the, yeah, there we go. She's just ticklish, but there we go. It's not a big deal. And we've been working on the trailer, and we're just doing everything in small steps. Maybe we'll just go into here. Devastated little copse of trees that used to be here. And so I'm trying to give her small baby steps so that she feels like she doesn't get above a 2. And that's, for me, in my nice left brain, which tends to get very goal-oriented, instead of thinking I want to ride this horse, or I want to have her walk a certain distance, or I want to put a bit in her, I am going to see how far we can get today without getting past a 2. So I'm just going to be in conversation with her and watch her responses. We went into a 2 when we were walking beside the other horses. That was a 2. Before that, I would say we were at a 1. And so the way to help her go back to 1, I'm still exploring. I'm still trying to figure that out, and I really, really want to figure that out, because once I'm on her back and we're in a trail ride, if she gets scared, I want to be the one to support her in going back to a 1. And I can't control that. That's not a behavioral thing. That's where I have run into trouble before in my horsemanship attempts, because I thought it was my job to get my horse back to a calm state. I didn't have a 1 or 2, 3, 4 in my head. I just wanted them to do it as they were told. And to do as they were told, you can do what they're told in an extremely elevated state, and that is so dangerous. And that's why I was afraid all the time, is because I was often riding a scared horse. And I was scared, and we were scared together. And my job, as I thought of it, was to push through it and help them push through it. Because that's what I understood desensitization to mean. Now, a lot of you horse people, if I have any horse people watching, I know that I am deeply distorting natural horsemanship. But the problem is that it's easy to do. When you read the literature and when you watch the videos, the missing piece of information is that I can't make this horse do anything. I can't. She has her own mind, she has her own soul, and that's as it should be. She's in her body, and it's her job to keep it safe. And if you look at her, she's annoyed because I am not paying attention to her. She is annoyed. Her ears are back a little bit. She's following me, but with an annoyed look. And so I'm going to stop the video for a sec and just reconnect, and then I'm going to start up again. Okay, we did some games, we did some turning. I gave her lots of compliments and love, and she's feeling a little better. Let's keep walking, Kendra. Let's keep walking, because we're going to do lots and lots of walking. So anyway, friction, I can't control her. Working on state, working on listening to her and learning her language. So I'm trying so hard to hear her soft cues so that she doesn't have to give me loud cues. And see, this is a little bit of concern. She's looking out the fence. Good girl. And if I can pay attention to her and show her, that I'm paying attention and listening, then our trust is going to get built. And that's the piece that I missed. I heard that you get trust built by creating really clear stimulus response change in their brain. And for sure that is part of it. But it's also, I think now, a two-way conversation. And so I want her to listen to me, but I absolutely don't want this to be the kind of relationship where I'm always talking and she's always listening. And I'm telling her and she's doing, because then she'll quite rightly shut down. And a shutdown horse is, what you ride on in dude ranches and camp, because they're bomb-proof. There we go. That's a girl. Let out the stress. Bomb-proof, meaning sometimes completely turned off and dissociated. So she's moving away. Yeah, she's moving away from the fence. So I'm gonna just do a circle. I'm trying to hear those little cues. There we go. And this is also, you know, one of those little steps between trail riding and not trail riding. Like, let's do lots of walking together, conversing. Ooh, you're looking at something. And I'll just let her check this out. We actually installed a new gate, and she's noticed that. And so I think that's probably more of what's going on in this corner. So I probably need to wrap this up because the wind noise is driving me crazy. But happy 100th post. And I'm very excited. Yeah, there she is looking at the fence. It's okay. Yeah, I'll support you. I'm just not going to make her do anything, but I am going to be there with her and break down scary things into little pieces and try again and keep my temper and keep my emotional regulation. And I think this is so much of a better way forward for me because, you know, the upside is I'm not getting past a 2. I'm actually staying at a 1 while I'm with my horses, and I love that. I really didn't enjoy being scared. I thought that was the price you paid for working with these wonderful animals. But look at her, she's really concerned. So here's the scary fence, and she is just checking it out. And so I'm going to support her in taking her time and getting to know this. And that will help me right now, but it will also help me on the trail because that response of what is that? And I don't know, and maybe I'll run away, is what happens all the time on trails because there's literally thousands of things that can scare a horse. And I want to be with her and I want her to stay with me when that happens. Hi. Hi there. How about we check in together? How about we do this together? Yeah. What do you say? I'm going to see if you want to go forward or backward. Let's go backward. Yeah, let's go backward. Let's go backward. Let's approach it from a different angle. Yeah, what about that? There's just lots we can do. Anyway, happy Wednesday, happy week, happy June, and I will see you next Wednesday.